Chicago, early 1900s. A wealthy theater owner walks into what looks like a fully operating pool room. Real cashier's cage, real odds boards, a real telegraph operator calling out results, a room full of men placing real bets. Every single person in that room, roughly 100 of them, was hired for the day. Meet Joseph Yellow Kid Weil. Weil had already spent weeks setting the trap. He and his partner Billy Wall spun a story about Wall's desperate brother-in-law, a Western Union operator drowning in gambling debt, who could supposedly tip off a guaranteed winning horse before the results were even public. Their Mark, a well-known Chicago theater owner and one of the financial backers behind the city's White City amusement park, was hooked immediately. For the actual performance, Weil rented the banquet hall of Chicago's Old Briggs House and quietly hired around 100 actors, telling them a theatrical producer needed extras for a pool room scene. They built the whole illusion from scratch, right down to a fake telegraph desk. Here's the clever part. The tip Weil handed his Mark wasn't a guess. It was a real race that had already been run and won hours earlier in Saratoga. There was zero risk of being wrong. The only problem left to solve was making sure the Mark never actually got his bet down in time to collect anything. So they staged one. A loud physical argument broke out at the cashier's window right as the race's true post time approached, blocking the theater owner from placing his bet before betting closed. He watched his guaranteed horse win from a few feet away, convinced he'd have walked away with $10,000, and never got the chance to prove it. He didn't lose money that day. That came later. Weil kept working him through the same trusted brother-in-law story, eventually pulling $7,500 out of him under the pretense of covering the operator's gambling debts and a payoff to a fictional New York accomplice. Weil built entire fake worlds this way, over and over, for decades, always torn down and packed away before anyone could ever prove they'd existed at all.